For this recipe, you are going to need 1/3 cup of fine sugar, 4 large eggs, 1 cup of almond meal, 1½ cup of powdered sugar, and a little bit of salt. So first we want to preheat the oven to 300 degrees. Unless you're in Celsius, then that's like 150. So, what you want to do is separate your egg yolks from your egg whites. So you do that by simply cracking the egg, praying that your egg yolk doesn't break.
Now we're going to put 1/3 of a cup of fine sugar in.
Now we're going to mix our egg whites with the fine sugar together with an electric mixer. You want to mix it to the point if you turn the bowl upside down, it will not fall out. So we need to speed up the process. Are you done?
You see how we can turn it over it and none of it falls out? That's how we know that we are ready.
If you are going to use food coloring, then you want to use a lot of it, because even if it is bright red and you're going for a pink, it will turn out pink because it fades in the oven.
I am putting 1 cup of almond meal into the sifter, so I may sift it with the salt and the powdered sugar.
You've just got it everywhere.
Shut up. Oh, diddly darn. That's a lot of salt. You use 2 pinches of salt.
So now we're going to put 1.5 cups of powdered sugar.
That's 3 half cups.
Thank you for sharing.
There's a lot of sugar in here.
We are going to sift this all into the bowl underneath.
Ding!
No, I'm not going to do that. That's disgusting. Okay, so now that we have our mixture, we are going to pour it in a bad way into our egg whites and fine sugar. What you want to do is you want to fold it, and you just do this around 50 times until it gets to the texture that you want.
Whoa, I can see my feet.
Would you like an award?
You pour your well-mixed batter into the bag, and you will pour it into the corner of the bag. I got a box in the mail, and it said, use sharp thing to open. So I called up my friend that played the saxophone. But
now that we got our macaroon cookie mixture, whatever you want to call it, into the bag, you want to cut a tiny bit of it off. So you now have this. Now we're going to create the cookie. We do not have baking sheets, so we are using aluminum foil. Hopefully it will go well. You want to spread it out. Now that you have your oven heated to 300 degrees, what will we do, Rhiannon? Now that we have our oven heated to 300 degrees, what will we do?
We will put these lovely separated in the oven for 20 minutes.
While we are waiting for the cookies to fully bake, we are now going to move on to the frosting. For the frosting, you will need 2 and 1½ cup of powdered sugar, 1 to 4 tablespoons of milk.
Frosting, we put the butter in a bowl so it will soften. Camera action.
Now that we have our softened butter, we are going to put our powdered sugar into the bowl.
How much powdered sugar, Max?
2 cups and a half.
That's 5 half cups. Wowee!
So now that we have 3 half cups in, is it?
Nice earrings, too bad they're not cats.
Now that we have our powdered sugar in with the butter, we will now mix it.
You look like a fish.
I am a fish.
That's pretty fishy.
Is that a pickup line?
Hey, plenty of fish in the sea, but you're the only one for me.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but you're like a 6.
While we are waiting for our butter to soften, we will check on our cookies. As you can see, we made them a little too big and less pretty. Obviously, with food coloring, they'd be pretty. They must be ready.
Honey, I'm home.
Now, we are going to add the milk. As it can be 1 to 4 tablespoons. until you get your right consistency.
Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
Now that we have our buttercream frosting, we're going to put it inside of the macaroon. After this experience, Rhiannon, what do you think we should have done different?
Made them pretty.
You mean use food coloring?
What?
You're gonna try it? I'm a little scared. Tastes good.
Quote of the year. What would you rate it?
All around me are familiar places.
I go 6. Or a 7. It's good. I'd eat these.
You have frosting in your eyebrow.
Try it.
I gotta see which one has less frosting. Milk is nasty. I don't want to eat
Just try it.
I'm really scared.
Is it okay? You don't like it? You put so much frosting on that one.
There's so much milk, I can taste it. Like, I don't taste it first, but then I chew it and I taste the milk. It's plain milk and it's gross. It's not plain milk. It's plain milk.
Convince yourself you're tasting almond.
I still taste the milk.
How do you still taste milk after all we've been through?
It's either me or the milk.
What would you rate this?
We didn't use milk. I think we taste fine.
Oh my god!
Wipe you down.
Because I was coughing!
I would stop dabbing. I would rate it an 8 if all I didn't taste was milk, but since I taste milk, it's negative.
Just like take one
It's
off.
negative 8.
Okay, negative 8. Why do you hate milk so much? What did it ever do to you?
It made me throw up. I can't stand it.
Well, that doesn't mean it was. Maybe it was you. Maybe you were rejecting the milk because you are milkophobic. You're milkphobic.
That's a serious. Some people struggle with that.
Why do you hate milk then?
I don't. The cookie's really good. It like kind of melts in your mouth. You still have frosting on your eyebrow.
How did that get in my eyebrow? Would you eat these again? Like only the crust?
I would definitely eat the crust again, but
Not the...
remake it without milk.